Hey guys, welcome back to another video of the Curvy challenge. If it is the first time that you see a video on this challenge, please don't forget to go through my playlist where you're gonna see more of my Curvy challenge video, and don't forget to smash on the subscription button because you don't want to miss out any of my other challenges. In today's video, we started up with the donkey kick. The donkey kick was actually a very good exercise for this video because we wanted to get the glute active and we wanted to get it pumping. So I started with the donkey kick and I tried to go as faster as I could just to get the ass pumping and to get it all active. Once you finish up with one side of the leg, you can actually switch to the next leg and do the same reps, the same amount and the same number at the same speed, so that you should keep the ass balancing, guys. It is so important when you're doing glute workout that you keep counting and then you know how many reps you did on one leg, so that you do the same thing on the other legs. You don't want to get a glute that don't look the same, that don't balance, guys. Keep counting, or you can actually put a timer so that you time yourself properly, and then trying to do as much rep and as possible. But I would rather advise that you count so that your glute should look balanced. The next exercise that we did was the donkey to straight leg kick. The thing with the donkey with straight leg kick is when you do the donkey kick, instead of just doing the basic donkey kick where you donkey kick then you drop your leg back, it's like when you're doing the donkey kick, you stop at a certain height, then your leg goes straight. So when your leg goes straight, guys, just make sure if you could hold it up for a second, it's actually good because it creates a little bit of a tension and a little bit of hold. It's actually good for your glute and stuff. Then you can do this as much as you can, and yeah. Once you're done on one side, then you can actually switch to the next leg and do the same thing. Just remember, this one thing with glute workout is mind and muscle connection. You should keep telling your mind the right thing so that it should be able to connect with your muscles, guys. It's about sending the right message to your body so that you should be able to feel it. It's about thinking about the right things so that you should be able to feel it. It's also about not doing the reps faster, but also doing it at a right speed so that you should be able to like feel it a little better. The next exercise is actually the duck walk. The thing with the duck walk is you don't have to be as low as possible. You don't have to squat as low as possible. You also don't have to be as upper as possible. You need to make sure that you balance yourself as at the right height so that you be able to do this. Okay, when you're walking, you actually start from one leg, then you walk to the next leg, and then when you're coming back to it, then you can actually come up and just squeeze. The next exercise is the deadlift. The thing with the deadlift is you need to be able to bend properly, and then you also need to be able to to position your leg properly. Most of the time is you need to try to keep it as straight as possible. Just bend it a little bit, not too much, just a little bit, and then when you come up, then you squeeze. So you go down and then manage to bend your leg just a little bit, and then you come up, then you squeeze. The next exercise is actually the shuttle stand deadlift. It's just similar with the previous deadlift we did, but this time you put one of your leg a little bit in front, and then you keep the other one at the back. So the thing is, when you bend the leg at the back a little bit more compared to the one in front. So the one in front, you're trying to keep it as straight as possible, and then you bend yourself, then you pick yourself up, then you squeeze, you bend yourself, you pick yourself up, and you squeeze. Even if squeezing is a little bit hard once you're top, but just trying to squeeze, because glute is all about the squeezing position. It's all about squeezing once you're on top, guys. The more you squeeze, the more you get the glute. The glute bridge. With the glute bridge is you need to position yourself properly, and then you need to make sure once you're on top, you squeeze, guys. Squeeze as hard as you can. Squeeze it as hard as you can, and try to pump it as much as you can. And also, you don't have to really pump it faster, or you don't have to really do the reps very fast. You can just focus on the reps and think about the muscle and mind connection. When you come up and you squeeze, make sure the only part that is at the floor is actually just the tip of your back, not your whole back. Some of your back needs to be off the mat, so that it should allow you to actually come up and actually do the bridge as higher as possible. In order to target the side glute, then I came up with the glute bridge variation. The glute variation, I did it in a way that I actually managed to put my legs together, just to be able to open myself wider and also target up the side glute. Not only the bottom glute, but also the side glute was actually very good for this workout. The SL glute bridge, it is just similar to the other glute bridge that we did, but the difference is now one of your leg is actually straight and while the other one is actually bent. And also when you're coming up, it's only the one that is actually straight, that's the one that is trying to like pump up, while you keep the one that is actually on the bottom for balance sake. So whatever you do on one leg, then you're going to do it on the next leg. You just switch it up, and yeah. Donkey kick pause. The thing with this donkey kick pause is I try to actually bend myself in the way that I actually pump out my ass, that I actually kicked my ass outward, so that when I'm kicking, I should actually just give it like a full kick out. And then also is my pause is actually faster compared to my previous donkey kick kick. I kicked it as faster as I could and as more reps as I can. The fire hydrate circles. This exercise actually hurt. It's actually hurt. I cannot actually do this exercise for like 8 reps without actually just stopping and feeling the pain. This hurt. If you do it proper, you will feel the burn. If your mind is connected at the right way, you will feel the burn. So what happens is it's like you're doing the fire hydrate, but this time is when you're doing it, you're actually also doing the circle. So you circle yourself frontward, then you circle yourself backward, then you circle front, then you circle back. After that, then you can actually switch legs. Whatever you do on one leg, you actually do it on the next leg. Straight leg kickback. The thing is with the straight leg kickback is you need to position yourself in a way that your back is actually lay flat and is actually lay in a position that it's gonna be able to move, while your bottom actually, your leg actually goes up and down in a straight way. So your legs will come up straight and go down straight, go up straight and go down straight. You can actually do it as fast as you can and as more reps as you can, depending on yourself and depending on how much you can actually balance yourself properly. But all this workout is all about balancing. Remember, you are not supposed to move your upper body. You can keep your upper body as steady as you can, just focusing on your lower body, meaning bend yourself as much as you can and position your back in a way that it's actually flat and an incline. Still keeping your back flat, This time we're doing the donkey kick crossover, where you do the donkey kick, but instead of kicking it straight or kicking it upward, you're actually just crossing it over to your next leg. This is actually good because it's also targeting up your side glute. So you do one on the other leg, and then after that you finish, you do it on the other legs. Next exercise is actually the donkey kick crossover straight leg kickback. So you do the donkey kick, you cross over, then you straight leg. It's actually you're doing 3 different workouts in one exercise. 3 different workouts in one exercise. So you just have to remember, you do the donkey kick, you cross over, then you straight leg. The glute bridge adduction. The glute bridge adduction is actually very good to target up your side glute, because when you're coming up with your glute, then you have to open up your legs. So coming up, you open up, then you go down, you come up, you open up, then you go up, down. So when you're opening up, then you make sure that you're squeezing also while opening up. You're just not opening up, but you're opening up and remembering to squeeze when you're on top. And also that you don't have to do this exercise as fast as possible. You can actually do it taking your time, because you want to connect your mind and you want to connect it to your muscles, and then you want to do it proper, and you also want to focus on the squeezing once you're on top. Next exercise is actually the static glute bridge, where you just position yourself in a glute bridge position, and then you just hold it from there. Just don't forget to squeeze. You're not just holding, but you're actually squeezing your ass and just holding it in one position. Think about the right thing. Connect your mind to your muscle, and then you feel the burn. You feel it. Hold it for as long as you can. As long as you can keep it on top, just hold it there and then release it when you can. The last exercise for this video is actually the fire hydrant. The thing with the fire hydrant is you have to actually manage to balance your back, because you don't want to keep moving your leg and your back at the same time. You're actually trying to keep your back as steady as possible while you're just focusing on the firing position. You can actually fire it as much as you can, and you can actually take your time when you're firing it. You fire it, you can actually also hold it from the top, then you bring it down, then you fire it and you hold it from your top, and then you bring it back. This is actually a very good workout because it targets up your side glute. It's actually a very good thing to actually just keep pumping your ass and then just keep it going on. Just think about the right thing, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you liked it. If you find this video very useful, don't be stingy, pass this challenge on to your friend, share the video with your friend. Until next time, take care of yourself. Bye bye.